Well, hi there folks, it's Matt Hayson here, and an air of uncertainty has descended upon the property market this week as we are charging towards the decision for the federal election. As a result, buyers are just leaning a little bit back on their heels, preferring to adopt that wait-and-see approach to see who wins the election. As we know, over the last month or so, the federal election has been a major distraction for buyers and sellers. Now, it has been an influence on the transitioning market, maybe not the sole influence, but we can see from the auction clearance rate last week, that came through again at 41.1%. That's 13 consecutive weeks of a downward trend for the auction clearance rate. Now, according to SQM Research, who have been tracking this data for 20 years, that's the longest downward trend they have ever seen. So that gives you an overview of what's unfolding in the market at the present time. Now, regardless of who wins the election, the conversation around the cash rate is going to be hot on the agenda. It is expected at the next June board meeting for the RBA, the cash rate could be increased another 40 basis points, which would leave the cash rate landing at 0.75%. Now, the only thing that could curb the strength or the speed of which the RBA lifting the cash rate at the present time is the latest wage data has come through a little bit below expectation, landing at an annual growth rate of around 2.4%. But that's well below consumer inflation, which is currently tracking at 5.1%. So maybe in the June board meeting, it may only go up by 25 basis points as opposed to 40, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, despite all of these distractions with the cash rate conversation and of course the federal election, we're continuing to see sellers readjust expectations in order to secure a buyer. Now, we saw this play out in real time last week with two fabulous auctions. The first one at 11 of 68A St George's Crescent for this marvellous 3-bedroom waterfront entertainer. Now, this sold under the hammer for just under $4 million. Then we move across to Balmain East for this 1970s building, top floor northeast corner, 3 bedrooms again. It was hotly contested at auction, selling under the hammer for just under 2.7. So what we're learning in this market is if you can align price, there is certainly buyer interest and you can secure a good sale. Now, despite all of that though, we've got to get through this federal election this weekend. No doubt we are going to see a mood shift in the market. Now, which way this swings, we'll have to report on that next week. So for now, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next week.